As long as I could remember, being around a cemetery was a pretty scary thing. The tombstones, the names etched of those who has died. Probably the scariest graveyards of them all were the Puritans, with the skull and wings adorning every grave, reminding everyone that, well, you were going to die and you're probably going to hell. In 1830, something changed. A graveyard was built that wasn't terrifying. In fact, it was beautiful. It was a garden, landscaped with plants and animals. How did we go from terrifying graveyards where only thieves would want to hang out to beautiful gardens where people would go and hang and have picnics with their dead loved ones? At the turn of the 19th century, a movement was sweeping the New England literary circles, a movement called Transcendentalism. And the Transcendentalists, like the Peabody sisters, Margaret Fuller, and Ralph Waldo Emerson, started to make their mark on the world. They no longer saw death and life as opposites. They turned to nature. And in nature, they saw how death and life are connected through the elemental cycles of our world. So what does that have to do with anything? Well, the Transcendentalists didn't fear death in the way that most of us did. By making peace with it, seeing that it was a natural part of life, they freed themselves to engage in it on a deeper level. And it also opened the way for an environmental consciousness. For if we are a part of life and life is a part of us, well, we might have to take care of our world. And that's how the modern cemetery was born. The Transcendentalist movement within the Unitarian religion spawned a completely new way of burying the dead. If this sort of history is interesting to you, why not subscribe to the Pamphlet, a Unitarian Universalist history podcast that brings you stories like this every 2 weeks. You can subscribe or get more information at pamphletpodcast.org.